Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Down and sack.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes.
He's got a man, complete. Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, 76 yards. And the Giants are gonna take a first quarter lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dexter Lawrence. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And the Steeler first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
The tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Leads to
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Giants 14, Steelers 7.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On the carry.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Stephon Tuitt on the
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And Ingram holds it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First 17 yards and a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's get it together, defense, let's get it together.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's caught, Shepard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run a little bit.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They're on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Dion Lewis. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Conner on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The drive starts with a completion left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
18-yard line. Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10.
Hey, 91.
To throw is Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there, look, 55. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check right. Watch it,
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Eric Ebron. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Saquon Barkley.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And Tate's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, Kaepernick steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
10 yards. With a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
6-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Pittsburgh.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
1st and 10.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 58 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 2-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without
and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Giants 31, Steelers 27. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down and 3. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's out to the left flat and complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, it's Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Giants on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He completes it to Tate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
At the Steelers.
Again, it's Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Giants on 3rd down. They amazingly have not seen a 4th down yet. They've converted every time. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, He made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 38, Steelers 34.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Right there, look, 55. Hey! Check right. Right. 55.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The tackle by Terrell Edmonds. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. Deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 40 yards.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but now...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. O'Shane Ximines in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, who's 30?
They'll run here with Conner. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
It's the score, Steelers 41, Giants 38.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go